Woo woo woo.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yay, you guys. Thank y'all for coming back to a new episode of Woo Woo Woo, the podcast. It's your girl Ramel. It's 3 of us today.
Yay.
So it's your girl Ramel.
Leslie over here.
And our special guest, you'll never guess who it is. Oh my god.
It's Randee.
Yay, Randee.
That's my sister, y'all.
Oh, this is the first time they've seen her. Like, they've heard her before, but they've never
Yeah.
seen her.
Yes, so yeah, they've heard
She
heard
cute,
about
right?
her. She's my younger sister. She's a Pisces. She's a school teacher. What else?
She's single.
She's single, ready to mingle. She's a little bit goofy, but you know, who isn't?
I mean,
Who amongst us isn't?
exactly. You have to.
Yeah, you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
For
But
real.
yeah. So yeah, if you know any nice young men that are employed,
You might get to know Randee a little bit throughout this episode, and if you know someone, let us
yes,
know.
but make sure they're not policemen or there's a few others.
Yeah,
Military.
we got some red flags.
But it,
Well, now that we are 10 years into 2024,
man, it's
how's
something-
everyone doing?
Everybody okay?
It's Kamala got us all.
Yeah. Just when I was like ready to be like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Here
Guess
we go
Trump's gonna be our
again.
president, whatever. I'll just okay. What?
Yeah.
That was. It came through on my phone, and I was like, Biden dropped out.
Yeah.
What? Honestly, I think it's the best thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
I just like the timing of it. The
Yeah.
timing was hilarious. Like
Right.
after the RNC convention, and there was like,
But I have to
sorry.
be- I have to be honest. I still was like, but are they gonna elect? Like, cause to me, I'm like, they didn't even elect Hillary, so they're even gonna elect a woman of color. But I think we're in a different time. Like as time goes on, I think we're in a different time now. So
that
I'm
was
like,
2016. That was
Right.
8 years ago.
so okay, I was a little cynical at first. Okay, but
I think everybody
okay.
was, but everybody rallied behind her. Like she
Yes.
has record.
yeah,
What is it
record-breaking
called?
like fundraising. And
Fundraising,
everything.
that's the
Yeah.
main word.
But you know, she's got a lot of work to do. She got a lot of work to do. So, but I mean,
I love it. I'm
yeah,
here for
let's
it.
do it. I think that's.
I'm with her.
And it's so fun. I think the point I love making over and over again is like now, like they have the ticket with just old white people, old white guys on
Right.
there. Like,
Yeah.
It used to be like, you vote for the old white dude or the old white dude.
The older white dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, that's them. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Yeah, they put up a heck of an argument about don't elect the old white guy just to have the old white guy on the ticket.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting
It's
for
gonna be
months.
interesting. Yep, I'm
It's
sure.
exciting. I'm glad that
Yeah.
we're not just in for the same old,
Girl, because we was headed straight for that.
The Libra in me, like the prosecutor versus the felon.
Yes.
Like men against women.
Yes.
Like the
Yes.
Libra in me is like, it is time for some justice, mofo.
Yes.
Right.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And Trump says now he's willing to debate her.
Oh,
So
let's go.
let's hear what
he
everybody
has to
has to say.
Let's hear. Because I still need to hear and make sure things are. I understand both parties very clearly, so I'd like to
Right.
hear it all laid out on the line.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
And it's just gonna be a shit show. So
Yeah.
Welcome to the shit show, boys.
I love watching mess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of shit shows, dating.
No, wait.
No.
Not that shit show.
Oh.
This is not a non-shit. This is gonna be an excellent show. Is we just wanted to mention that the Olympics are starting.
Oh yeah.
Because when you said that at first, I was like, oh.
I
Because you're
forgot.
like,
So-
speaking of the shit show, I was like, oh no. I know. I was like, the Olympics are the greatest they've been on Earth, Leslie.
Yeah,
I've
Mel
never
takes
dare.
the Olympics very
I
seriously.
know. I was like, don't you dare. No.
I forgot
Yes.
that it started already.
I know.
Because I've been so busy.
No, it starts on the 26th.
Oh, I thought the basketball started already.
You know they start
They
some
do
stuff.
Yeah,
They do
yeah.
start some stuff because there's so many like
Right.
things that it's like some stuff that has already started.
Okay.
But like the official
They haven't done like the
ceremony.
opening
Yeah,
ceremonies.
okay.
I heard Snoop's gonna get to do
Yes.
carry a flag.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exciting.
And LeBron James is going to be the flag holder for
the
basketball
basketball
team.
For yeah.
I was not a LeBron James fan for a long time, but I'm here for you, King James.
Thank you, Leslie.
Came around.
'Cause I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. I was like, why?
I don't know. I just
I'm
didn't.
still not crazy
I
about
love
LeBron.
LeBron.
I like him.
No.
I didn't like Fleetwood Mac for the longest time, and Stevie Nicks, and now I'm like, which is wonderful. What is all these songs are classics. So
Sometimes you
No.
just taking on.
Still
love
not.
LeBron. What?
Sometimes
I'm
I
like
just-
LeBron.
I just don't like it. Like, I respect it. I respect
that's how I
what he
felt.
is, like what he's done, but I'm just like, no.
But then Ramel was like, he's been with the same wife this whole time. Like he's a
Like
good
I
dad to
said,
his
I just
kids, and-
he's not
He's
my
just
vibe.
not. Yeah.
He's not my vibe. I mean, my first sports crush, it still probably is Jason Kidd.
That's
Always.
really weird.
I know.
I'm like, that's really weird.
But
But
that
I
was
mean,
he
he's
was,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that was I don't know.
That's your type.
That's my tape. I mean,
Jason
No.
Kidd is your type?
no.
that's what I was like,
but
what?
that's my, I don't know why why I clung to him.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of like, you were
love-
you were Michael Jordan.
I love Michael Jordan,
and all
Scottie
that.
Pippen.
Yeah, like,
Mhm.
but my basketball type, I don't
Jason
know
Kidd.
why.
I
Was it
don't know who
Jason
my
Kidd?
basketball crush was. I had baseball crushes, not basketball crushes.
Who were your baseball crushes?
I really liked. He was an outfielder for the Rangers, not Steve Buechele. Of course, I can't remember.
What is
nobody
his
else.
name now? Garcia. What's his name?
The black dude on the.
Yeah,
I know who
right.
you're talking about.
He's fine. I was so
Mhm.
sad when
I think I know who you're talking about. I can't think
I
of
was
his name.
sad. I
don't
was
follow
like,
baseball.
I was excited. I was like, oh, he has a nice wife and kids, but I was still low key like that. And then I realized he's probably like 10 years younger than me, anyways. And I
Yeah,
was
they're so
like,
young now. That's the thing about watching professional sports is you're like, damn, they're young. They used to be my age, but now they're
Now, like,
young.
Yeah, I feel like they used to be adults, and then they were
Now I'm
our
like,
age.
now I'm checking for the coach. I'm like,
Yeah, what's they're doing.
How's your
No,
physical
because
therapist
the
doing?
coaches are getting younger. In the NFL, the coach for the LA Rams, Sean, some football fan is out there is mad at me. Hold on, y'all talk. Hold on, because I'm about to tell y'all, and y'all
About
have big
coaches
takes.
being younger now.
Younger
Yeah.
and finer and in shape.
yeah, the coaches.
Because coaches
are
used to be
getting-
look like Andy Reid, and you'd be like, bro, I'm good.
Yeah, coaches are getting
LA Rams.
pretty
and-
nice.
Not LA Rams. Is he? Oh, Sean McVay.
Oh, he is cute.
He is my age. I'm checking
Yeah.
for the coaches.
There.
Yes.
Okay, and it was another one. Some other ones too. Dang, it's because some other black coaches. Because y'all don't be knowing the sports girlies. We're gonna have to do this. Is another segment.
Yeah,
We're
like,
off
you
topic.
going, you would.
We're off topic, y'all.
I haven't watched sports in so long, so I'm like not hip with
Right.
who's cute now.
Well,
And they probably are all children now to me.
Yeah, that's what we can do a head coach one. That'd be fun.
Okay.
That would be good.
Yeah, because there are. I know there are, and we can even do because the WNBA girlies are huge now.
Oh, yeah, for
they're
sure.
so yeah, it's all fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm following some of them on TikTok and
Okay.
Clarice and all them, and then there's another girl named Asia something. She's funny. We'll be friends. But yeah, anyway, Olympics start and follow you because there's an Olympic TikTok page like where it shows like all the village stuff because you're like
Oh,
Olympic
yeah.
village. That's like a whole.
Oh, I have seen some of. I like the surfing because they're doing surfing in
Oh
Tahiti.
yeah, right.
Ooh.
So
It's a whole, like,
their
villa or
their
something.
village is on a cruise ship basically.
Wow.
Yeah. So they just
Because
kinda
you know all
crazy.
kinds of stuff be happening there.
Yeah.
Like in the Olympic Village, like all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I would
yeah.
love to hear
I
all
can't
the tea.
remember. I want to say it's rugby. You need to follow like the U.S. rugby team because they are out there flirting.
Oh,
Like
of
they're out there
course.
and they're like they'll be at like the
I'm like,
they'll be at the cafeteria and it's like I got this dude's number from da 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 and all the girls like okay and like
The girl
yeah,
team.
I think so.
Yes,
they
that's
are
what
out
made me
there.
follow that page because I
Yeah.
thought it was so funny. Because she
That's
was like,
hilarious.
"This guy talked to me in line. He told me to move up because I was blocking the way, but we're
We're
probably
blocking- yeah.
we're probably getting married."
Like the girls rugby team is out there just like we
Yes.
talking to everybody.
That's hilarious.
And that's how we would totally be.
Yeah.
Like, woo! We're in the Olympics.
It's like everybody
Like,
looks great and everybody's in shape
Right?
and
You're all young and
yes.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. So yeah. That's
Maybe
so
if I
fun.
went that route in dating, I wouldn't be single right now.
the Olympics.
Yeah, if I was
if you're an Olympian,
yeah.
a literal Olympian.
Damn it, Randee. What?
Why didn't you?
I don't know. I didn't think
God
about like
dang
the
it.
Olympic Village and how be like,
I I didn't think about
I
that.
didn't think about it.
I was at the Village in Dallas.
Yeah,
Not the Olympic
for real.
Village.
I was at the Village in
Way to
Dallas.
go.
And now look at you now.
I think I feel like dating an Olympic would be fun during the Olympics because it's, but like,
That's
outside,
a lot of training.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't be very much. They couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
You have a drink? No, I'm in training.
I am an Olympian.
Can we go eat? No, we're gonna eat this chicken and broccoli. Stop! You're such a distraction.
Word.
I'm like, I'm going to McDonald's.
Right? Yeah. I think it would. I think
I'll
it'd be fun in that moment because it's vacation mode, kind of. But
I get what you're saying.
outside of everything, I think you'd be like that person.
You probably made the right choice to be a
I
teacher.
think- yeah, I think you're good.
You get summers off.
Yeah,
You'll be good. Yeah.
yeah. I think you're good, sister. God damn it!
Glad
Mom and
we
Dad,
walked
why didn't
that
y'all
one
push
back.
me more in shot
I
put?
know.
Well, I did shot put.
Randy did chocolate too.
I didn't. I was really good at it.
I was
Dad,
good too.
Dad was pissed when I quit.
Oh.
I probably could have at least got like partial scholarship to like a small
Right.
school.
Oh yeah.
He was like, damn it.
Or swimming.
No, I
Probably
wasn't good.
You went back in. Okay.
I was a good
liked it.
swimmer.
I'm a good swimmer. I wasn't
Fast.
very fast.
Right.
Mm.
Okay.
Anyways.
Oh well.
Well, the Olympics are exciting.
2028 maybe.
Yeah.
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 4 years.
I'm
Get with it.
It's never too late, Randy.
So we brought Randee on. Well, for one, we like to bring her on in summertime, and she's about to go back to school.
Yeah.
But also I've been wanting to talk about just dating, and Leslie and I are married, so we can talk about dating, but we don't know what the fuck we're talking
Right.
about really. We'll talk about what we hear on TikTok or from
Yeah, like what I
Randee.
imagine
Yeah, what I
dating.
imagine, but we don't really know. And I've been seeing that dating game show on TikTok with the red balloons and you pop the
I
balloon.
had to watch it.
And-
That is so
Never.
cringy.
It is so I can't.
Would never.
Oh my
I
God.
cuss everybody out.
Yes.
I'd be pissed.
Okay, so explain to the people.
So it's either one girl in a line of men, or opposite, one man in a line of women, and all the men or the women that's the majority of the people, they have balloons, and they can pop the balloon as soon as they're not interested in the woman or the girl anymore. So as soon as you walk in, you could have 20 balloons pop.
Yeah, they'll just start going off.
And I would cuss everybody out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck y'all.
Can you imagine? And then everyone's popping their balloons, and you're like,
Yes.
stop
And then I,
popping.
Because then they get, because when they see you react all mean, then people start, I
They're
guess.
like, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, she doesn't
It's like
react
the
to-
episode of It's Always Sunny when he's like the buzzer, and he's like, stop
Yes.
buzzing.
Y'all would have to call me every day for a week, because I'd just be in my house just crying. Just be like,
Right.
dang, that hurt,
It's
that hurt my
so
soul.
terrible.
There was one I saw. The lady she had a big old booty. She was cute as hell.
They're usually
She
are
was a
cute.
RN, a traveling RN, and she didn't even get to that part before everybody
Okay.
popped her.
Mhm.
And it was like, I would never pop this lady.
One of my stories is I actually had drinks with this guy, and he was straight up like, nah, you got your shit too much together. And I was like, too much together?
Yeah,
so I didn't,
let's
so,
be
but
honest.
then I guess later I was talking to my friends, and they're like, oh, well, maybe he seems maybe he's too controlling. He knew he couldn't control.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's happy.
So
Fine.
I was like,
Yeah,
pop me,
but
still.
I think, I was shocked. I got my shit too much together.
Doesn't make any sense.
I can pay my rent and stuff.
And that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
But then if you couldn't, they'd be like, these hoes over here asking for money
Right.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Right,
maybe they're
right.
just looking for a little more codependency than you had to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. I jumped into my relationship super fast, and that was probably a little too fast, if we're being honest. But that's okay.
But
it all worked out.
truthfully, my friends around my age that are that's at this point, jumping in.
Yeah.
My friend that's getting married, her and her boyfriend, basically they went on a date. He spent the night, and then he never left.
I mean,
And
that's
now they're
fair.
getting married. And
Well,
we're like,
'cause, I feel like at this age, even if you're in your 20s still, and you're still oh, I'm not sure, we gotta take it slow. But when you get to a certain point, even let's say I know we've all heard or seen that woman that's widowed or divorced, and she's in her late 40s or 50s or mid 50s or something, and she gets the man, and they get married
quick.
because
Fast.
ain't nobody got time.
Right.
And you already old. You're like, we not finna do all this.
I don't know if my marriage currently didn't work out. I don't know if I would do it again though.
Right.
Be like,
right. Or
I don't know
you
if I would be
probably
that
like
person.
if the next person you were to get in a relationship, whenever you probably would be like pretty.
Yeah, you would know pretty quick.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
And it would escalate quickly, as Randee was
Getting
saying.
married,
Yeah.
we knew each other. We were friends before we dated. So
Right.
We already knew each other.
Right.
But
It's. Yeah, I couldn't be on the red balloon thing though. For sure.
No, that's so. It's
yeah.
Like they be like, Randee was fighting.
yeah.
Fighting.
Fighting, cussing
Like
them
she
then that's
kicked
what-
him in the balls.
Right.
She blew up a balloon just to pop it in his face.
But I found myself being. I totally saw the double standard in myself. Is because when the men would be like, all right, shorty, I wouldn't even try to holler at you anyway. I'd be like, no, you don't need to act like that.
Yes.
But then when the women would be like, that's fine, I didn't like you. And I'm like, yes, queen, tell him.
Yeah.
But then I was like, Ramel, it's not right. So I had to like go back and let the men, give the men the allowance to be
Because
pissed
the
off
women,
too.
I feel like the women did, like the women would be, in my opinion, the women were more willing to like hold on to your balloon. But if a dude was like rude to a girl that popped it, then the women were like, I don't want that. Nope. Pop,
Right.
pop, pop. And it's like they more went off of, in some cases, like personality.
Yeah,
That was a lot more
Right,
look. The
right.
men popped based on looks.
Looks and
stuff,
yeah.
yeah.
There's this one dude, and it was making me mad, and no one popped his balloon like on this account, but I wanted them because he kept on saying like, I don't want a woman that's very promiscuous, and he kept on
I saw
saying
him.
promiscuous, and I was like, what does that mean? Like that she's like not having.
Yeah, he wanted her to have a job and not be promiscuous.
But I'm like,
So you don't want to hoe?
but I'm like, are most women? I don't know. I just understand like why he kept on saying it. Like, what does that? First of all, what does that mean to you?
Cheated on.
Yeah, what does that mean to you first? Like, explain to me. Does that mean like that she's not having a bunch of sex right now? Can she not have any sex at all? Can she like what is promiscuous? Because
some
dudes
dudes
be out here be wanting to be virgins
like,
and stuff, and you're like,
yeah, like.
I've
I've had like a couple. They're like, "What's your body count?" And I'm like, "I'm not telling you."
Right.
They get mad. They get mad when you don't tell them.
What?
And then,
Crazy.
and my friends who have told, they get mad because it's higher than what they thought it should be, and so it's like.
How are you gonna hold somebody
I'm just like-
responsible for what they've done before they even met you?
right? Ain't nobody got something.
Mm.
So that's why it was giving me a red flag, that guy, because I was like, are you wanting to know like people's body counts, or you want? I didn't understand what he meant by promiscuous.
Oh, I got the impression that he had been cheated on.
Oh, and that could be if he would explain what that meant. If he's like, hey, I just don't want you to be promiscuous while we're together, that
Right.
makes sense. It's like,
Right.
oh, okay, but not like you could have never went through any type of hoe phase or nothing.
Right.
Well, no party girl, you better have been at the house studying and drinking water. You're like, what?
But you were out there.
Spent all your time being a virgin.
Right. Like, then it's different. Yeah.
You know what I hope you are? A virgin who can't drive. That's what I'm looking for in a woman. Some people's treasure is another, or trash, another person's treasure.
Oh my god.
But yeah, dating is crazy. Dating shows are crazy. Dating apps are crazy.
Yeah, you gotta tell
The
us about
apps?
these daddy.
Yes.
I've never swiped left or right.
Yes.
The apps, okay, and then just what you have to look for in apps, like, you know, it's like, okay, they say all their stuff, and then you even put like mileage, and then sometimes it's
Mileage?
like, yeah, how far you want them, like,
Oh, okay,
like in your
okay.
profile, like
Got
how far
you.
you want them. But then sometimes they throw stuff out there, and you're like, I'm not going forward. Like, I'm not going forward. I'm not doing all that. But anyway, but the craziest part, I think, is like once you swipe right and it's a match, and then y'all kind of start chit-chatting and whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, let me take a screenshot and do a reverse Google search. And then half the time it's like, oh, it's a stock picture. Like, it's just not real. So then you have your bots and stuff. And then, this is the crazy part. That,
Wait, you get bots?
Yeah, more than half of them are bots.
That's what people say, and I'm
More
like,
than
you guys
half
are
of them
just
bots.
salty.
And
because
then
nobody likes
somebody, like, sometimes I'll get, like, messages, and I was like, I did not swipe on this dude. I'm like, I did not swipe on this dude. Like, they just be throwing thing. Like, yeah, half of it is fake. And then another thing, where me and my friend realized that we have to, like, if you want to change number, you got to get their number.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give them your number because some of the dudes are like identity thief people.
Oh.
And then so you give them your number and they immediately unmatch you. And then, because you can steal people's identities from their phone number, so then now you got to look into that's another thing.
Oh my god!
So there's so much like stupid little stuff that you got to figure like do. And then
so not only is dating hard, but then you have all this other stuff.
Yeah, like it's
identity theft.
Yeah, you got to worry about
and murder
and bots.
So I'm 38. So my age range, I'm like 35 to like 45-ish or whatever.
That's fair.
And some of these messages, like, all I can think of it is like, you are 40. You are 40 and acting like I sent y'all a screenshot of like, it won't, you can be like, hi, and they'll be like, hi, do you want to have sex? Do you want to do this? And just like, I just said hello. Like, you didn't ask me for a drink. You didn't ask me anything. You don't
not
even
how
know.
Things are done.
You don't even know if I'm the murderer. Like, you don't know.
You haven't had time to reverse Google search, you idiot.
Like, you just, like, you want to link up? You're 40. And then the dudes that are saying this stuff, like, oh, nice to meet you. Let's go have a drink. I would really want to meet you. Like, you're 23. And it's like, I can't do 23.
Right. I'm like,
I can't do 23.
You're cute.
I mean, you are, and they are cute.
Right.
And I understand, and like they even be like, you look like, you know, like I like older women, and I'm like, that's nice.
Please don't
not
say that
sure.
to me anymore, though.
Yeah, like I don't know, I like older or younger women.
Right, that's 15 years.
Yeah.
I don't know, what would you even talk about? Like, you wouldn't have the same pop culture references, like,
Yeah, no,
you know, like
or life reference.
Yeah.
After graduation, me and like there's probably like 10 teachers. We went out for drinks, and then probably the age range were like 50 something to like 23. And we were singing NSYNC, like an NSYNC song came on, we're all singing it, and it got to like the 23 and 24-year-old, and they were both like, I don't know this song, and we were all like, what? So yeah, like,
yeah. And then you're gonna date them,
right?
I mean, maybe if it's just like physical, but even then, I don't remember 23-year-olds being particularly.
But the sad part is, like I said, like the sad part is like the dudes age appropriate
Right.
are not.
That's because they were probably the same 23-year-olds.
Yeah, but the 23-year-olds are like, or occasionally it'll be like a 60-something-year-old. I'm like, I don't want to go that old. I don't want to go that
and
old.
the 6-year-old's nice.
Yeah.
Aww.
But I've always
Oh, thanks, Pop Pop.
Yeah. The weird thing.
You want to be Gibby?
The weird thing about me, ever since like as soon as I turned 18, I don't know, my demographic has been like the people who love me are white males over 60.
I think just
Like,
white
I
males
don't-
in general.
No, over 60. Ever since I was like 18, you can ask Kira everything. She's like, every time we went out, Kira was like, you could have got like a bag or something.
You're
like,
right. You might as well.
like,
Talk about you
God,
should have been in the
trying to
Olympics, girl.
Like, you
God
could
is trying to tell
and I
you
was like,
something.
I don't know, white men over 60, they were just like, that girl, that black girl, that
Wait,
young
did you
woman.
not watch the Anna Nicole Smith
Girl.
show?
Hardwick, soft life.
Mm.
Lean into it.
That's your missed opportunity, not the
Thanks a
Olympics.
lot. We could have been. We could have been good.
I
Could have been to the top.
probably could have.
You
We
could
could
have
be
been
at the
funny,
Olympics right
But
now.
they were never like what? If you don't be 60 and be with me, I want one of those good looking, like not the old. It was the old crusty one.
Yeah, because there are two types of 60. There's like 60 where you're like, oh, 60?
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's like, oh.
And always those ones are like, can you believe I'm 60 years old? And I'm like, I can smell that you're 60 years old.
You actually look worse.
Right.
Have y'all seen the green dress lady that's clowning on people?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Then she went on talking about, I was clearly joking. I have a very dry sense of humor. I know that I look my age. Green dress girl, you are not joking.
And
They
there's
were
this
dragging her.
right? And then there's that filter on TikTok that the trend everybody's doing. It has the filter like, you think I was born in the Like, it says, like, makes you look old, but it's like, just kidding. I was actually born in 86, and I refuse to do it because I don't want anybody to be like, bitch, it's the same. Like, I'm not ever putting myself out there to be like, I look young, don't I? Because people be like, no.
I did see a...
Sit your ass down.
I did see a TikTok, like, responding to the green dress girl, and she was like, don't ever say that you look young.
Right.
She's like, don't. She's like, receive the compliments that you don't look your age, but don't ever. And I was like, you know what?
Don't tell other people.
I would never, but I have received, like, compliments. Like, oh, shoot, you 38. I'm like, oh,
we all
thank
have.
you. But I will never be like,
I know I don't look 42. Yeah, because
you
look
know
45.
what? Because I'm like, there are days I'm like, you know, I look crazy today.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my best.
No, I agree. Some days I be looking great.
My skincare is not the best. You know, like.
I mean, I pretty much only put on makeup for the podcast, because when I put on makeup, Quincy's like, are you about to do the podcast? Like, no, I'm going to go to the store, and I don't want to feel like a swamp troll today. Well, all right, you got some horror stories you want to tell us, or some good dating stories?
Okay, so I did ask my friends, because, you know, I was like, what is y'all's favorite? Because especially at work, I'm the, like, friend that you get, like, they're like, Randee's dating stories are hilarious. And I'm like, I'm glad that y'all are entertained to my pain.
Right.
But, okay, so I was on online dating and went on this dude, really cute, age appropriate, entrepreneur and stuff. And I was like, all right. And he was like, let's go for drinks. We'll meet at Buffalo Wild Wings for drinks. Perfect. Chill.
And we're not one of those picky.
Yeah, chill. We're just
no,
meeting for
cheesecake factory.
Yeah,
people.
we're just
I'll
meeting.
play that little game, and then I'll get a big beer. It'll be great.
Yeah, it's like 9:00 at night. Like,
you go out at 9:00.
This was during the summer,
okay.
I think, or during a break.
Something.
Okay.
It was some sort of break, and it was kind of like last minute.
But somebody offering to buy you something at Buffalo Wild Wings, I probably would come out at night.
And I feel like I just got home from something, so I was already kind of.
Oh yeah.
And so it wasn't like I had to like get ready. Like it was like, oh okay, cool.
Okay, sure.
So went to Buffalo Wild Wings. You know, got my little drink. He came. He was not even late. Like you know me, I'm early.
Mm-hmm.
So came chit-chatting or whatever, because I was like, you know, I'm going to ask him more about the entrepreneurial stuff on the date, so we have stuff to talk to and we're talk about, like, in my head. And so I was like, oh, so, like, entrepreneur, like, what kind of business are you? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm a drug dealer. And I was like, and I was like, sir, like, even tried to be like,
is this on your test?
Yeah, like, even tried to be like, maybe he, like, in my head, I don't know, like,
he's in pharmaceuticals.
Like, he's in, like, on the side, like, I was like, on the side? Like, what is your, like, legit job?
What's on your business card?
He's like, no, I don't do tax shit. Like, I'm straight up drug dealer. But he's like, but if you need some shit, you need a couple extra $1,000 in your bank, let me have your bank account number, I'll help you out. And I was like, no, thank you, sir.
Mr. Drug Dealer. Appreciate you.
Like, okay.
I mean,
like,
it is business.
So, like, you know, suck down that drink and, like, go home because, you know, we met there. So,
yeah. Got
home. It was just like, ugh. So, when we did go back to work, like, I went straight to, like, because the SROs at our school are pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So, I went to one of the SROs, and this one was a female, and I was like, girl, I went on this date. And he ended up being a drug dealer. And she was like, well, what did he say? Did he like entrepreneur? She was like, entrepreneur? Like, come on, Randee. And I was like, I didn't know. And then like, more like, because there's a couple of the single people at work and we talk about stuff. And then so even like, so apparently I was the dumb one in this situation. Because everybody was like, Randee, entrepreneur. And I was like, what? And they're like, of course he's a drug dealer. And I was like, I didn't know. I was just trying to find a nice guy and go on
He's
this
the
date.
Buffalo Wild Man.
Yeah, like.
It makes me, wasn't that Ice Cube song where he's like, all these broke ass entrepreneurs? That Ice Cube? I think it is.
But I was just, yeah, so, but that's like everybody, because everybody's reaction, even like the people who were married and stuff were like, and I was just like, dang. I was just trying to go on a date, bro.
Well, that, yeah.
Well,
now you know
did
that's
you
a red
get his
flag.
number? Maybe if you need a plug or something.
Nah.
Right? You never know.
I mean, do any of y'all need a drug dealer? We have a number.
You know what?
Just the way he said it, it was like pretty intense. Like,
I'm like,
He
it's
wasn't
not
selling
like,
weed.
It
He
wasn't.
wasn't-
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it
There's
was
like selling weed, and then there's like a drug
Yeah.
dealer.
Yeah, the way he said drug dealer, I'm like, yeah, he's pushing weight.
Yeah.
Hey, but I wonder if he needs a realtor.
Oh.
Did you think about that,
I
sister?
don't know.
I don't know how
Maybe.
He might.
Oh,
He
he
could
can do a
I'm
bank
sure.
statement loan.
I'm sure.
I'm trying to
he
think. I'm
has
like, wait a minute. What kind of loan could he
sure
get?
he
No,
has
I
some
can do a
baby
bank
mamas
statement.
out here.
Hey,
Y'all
So
heard me?
y'all
tell him
can-
to holler at your girl mother
I
realtor.
will.
If he needs a home with extra security, some gates or something.
If y'all need a plug, here you go. Some land.
Yeah.
You get some guard dogs.
Protection.
Oh my god. But
If
that's
possible.
probably like the top cringe story is like
Oh.
and I was like, dang. And then he was like, let me get your account. I'll put a couple thousand in your bank. I was like, I would like a couple thousand.
Yeah, but
I
let me
low
give you
key
my
wanted to be
account.
like, can you just give
Can
me
you
the-
cash out?
Can you
Right.
like give me some cash so I don't
Right.
like
Yeah. Like
I don't want to give you my
cash tag,
bank
less
account
than
number like
Because you might have, if I hate to say this out loud. I'm like, if I was single and that dude came out, they might have caught me with a little phase. I might have went through, because I would have gone into it knowing this cannot last. But let me just write this out because it might be kind of fun. I might get to go do some stuff that I don't get to
If
do.
I mean,
if I was in my 20s, I
go on a
probably
yacht,
would've-
maybe.
Right. I mean, dude did have a nice car. Like,
Right,
he
that's
still,
what I'm saying. I was like, if I was single, if I was just
He's
chilling, if it
still
was the
like-
summertime, I was
Yeah.
like,
he still like walked me
Alright.
to my car and stuff.
He was a gentleman.
and had a nice car, but I
sometimes
was just
you gotta
like,
just go in the situation and be like,
but like,
Look at
I'm
that.
a teacher and stuff. I like to keep my job. Like, nah.
No. And you wouldn't have done anything to
Yes.
and assume, and then also too.
Maybe 10 years ago, yes.
Yeah. I think if he would know, like, if you was like, hey, we can kick it, but I can't do anything to lose my job or anything. So as soon as something happens, I don't know. I would have.
We could have made it work a little bit.
Let
See
me
where
go
it
on.
goes.
Let me go on another date. What do you want to take me to? Can I go to
couple
Papados?
$1,000.
And if you drop some money at Papados,
Oh shoot.
you might have had me.
To
Cheap date.
That's true.
Top of those ain't
But
cheap.
nah.
It's not cheap.
But maybe to a drug dealer it would be.
Yeah.
But
You always joke that I pick like the most terrible choice. Like if there's an A, B, C, and then none of the above,
oh yeah.
I'm usually picking the none of like.
Like for a guy? Or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I don't think I have a good picker. Like, I feel like everybody, like my friends can go on dates and I'll be like, that dude's interesting. They'll be like, he was the best and da 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 da. And then it's like, every time I'm just like, what's wrong with my, like, I feel like I choose the same guy even though I think I'm choosing a different guy.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
But they're all kind of like,
all the same.
Mm-hmm. But that's why when it comes
but
to, like,
I think I give like, I feel like I give off, do I give off vibes that it's like, I'm just trying to hook up?
no,
Like, that's what I feel like too. Like, I'm like, because they all just want to hook up. And I'm like, come on.
But then that's, I don't know.
Is that just how it is now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I do think it's important. Like that, almost everyone I've dated, I've known. I do think it's very important to like get to know people, but like in a non-dating way, because you get to see how they react in all these different situations, how they really are.
Right.
Because guys can put on a good front of like, oh, I am a nice guy.
Well, yeah,
When they're paying for Papados and stuff.
right.
But then, like, when you get in real life and you see how, like, look at how he reacts to that, and look at how he treats her, and look at, I feel like the only way you can do that is, like, we're cool, we're friends, but we're not dating, and then one day something happens, and it's like, I've always loved you. And you're
That's
like,
how
you
me
know
and
what?
Paul was.
You have been pretty cool, because I remember that time you did it, like, you
Mhm.
start, like, thinking
Yeah,
about all this stuff.
Remember that dude I dated, and he was like, he was pretty cool, and then I said no one time, and then he was like, you're a bitch and stuff.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like a bitch and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's how you gonna argue. Like that, we're not gonna
Yeah.
have legitimate arguments. You're just gonna straight up be like, just gonna be like, you're a
Exactly.
bitch and da 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 da.
Yeah,
And I was
need
like,
to
it
know
wasn't
how-
even bad. Like I was just like, nah.
Right.
Like we can do it another day, and he was like, man, fuck you. You don't want me to do it. And I was like, all right.
Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
Pop.
Right. I stupidly tried to
period.
give him another chance, but
No.
saw him later. But then like a week later, I was like, never mind.
No, you showed your true colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that when you first start dating someone, you're just dating a representative of them.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then, then you get to know the real one.
And then I had that Rockwell guy, and we went on like 2 really good dates. It was really good, and he like owned it, like, he was established and developed or whatever. And then he like ghosted me for like a whole month. And then was like, hey, like, texted me, was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, your 30-day trial has expired. And he was like, well, yours hasn't. And I was just like, I just blocked.
No.
I'm just gonna block you.
Like, what was
But
you
it's
doing?
this.
You can't just say I'm busy.
Right.
He didn't even.
And you can't even acknowledge it?
Didn't even was like, hey, I'm going out of town. Because he was from Africa and he went back home regularly.
You should just live with that. I would have told you no.
Why don't you let Mel be your picker?
Truthfully, and a lot African guys really be trying to holler at me too.
I'm sure.
But I remember
There's
our
cousin told us last week, because I was asking,
yeah.
like she was like, yes, guys try to holler at us because we're gorgeous. And she was so serious. Because I was asking my cousin Kiki, I was like, I know guys be trying to holler at you, and she was like, yes. And she was like, yeah, they be trying to holler at all of us because we're gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're right, I'm sorry, Donnie.
Yeah.
You're right,
Us.
Yeah, she was like, why you asking her a stupid question?
Right?
You're right, my bad, cousin.
Donnie.
She was like,
Crazy.
Absolutely. Did you see our grandmother?
Y'all's one cousin driving y'all's grandma crazy.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're
That is so funny. I laugh so hard.
She is a nut.
Oh my gosh.
A nutcase. She had us all rolling.
Yes.
And he like. I remember she was telling the story, and I couldn't even like listen to, because like the way she was acting. I was like, wait, back to the story. I'm not even listening to you. I'm just like looking at the way that you're acting.
And then her sister, just how complete opposite vibes they are. Because like she's acting crazy, and Tyler was over here like, she's about to go in the house.
Yeah.
Like, we had time
was
for
like
you.
very like chill. And, I guess I like y'all quiet. Yeah, but they're funny. But no, yeah. So yeah, dudes. Of course, African dudes be trying to holler at you. Of course, that doesn't mean. I mean, if you want to go to dinner or something, you can go to dinner. But
I mean,
I like that you were like, drug dealer? African? What the hell? What happened to you?
Dad.
I'm gonna stay beside it. I don't want to get into too many, but y'all know why.
Drug dealer, absolutely not.
Yes. But the African, he gonna be trying to tell you what to do. At least
That's
the only
okay,
thing.
and I have dated an African and got to meet his mom.
Ooh.
And she immediately shut me down.
I would be terrified.
Immediately. And like, no, she was nice. Like, she was nice to my face.
Right.
But you could pick up what she was.
Oh yeah, like, and then like she found like she was asking me, and I was truthful. I want to be truthful. Do you have any kids? No. Do you want any kids? No. That's it. I was done. I was it.
Yeah, there's certain expectations of.
Nope.
That's what I say.
I was like, I wanted to be like, I'm 30, I'm 37 or 30. Yeah.
It's like Michael and Angela.
Yeah. She was like, I don't care. I'm like, yo, dude is 45. Like, your son is 45. Like,
oh, and he hadn't had any kids?
No.
Oh Lord! And if you would have said that you wanted kids, you would have been had kids the next day.
You would have been immediately pregnant.
Yeah, I would have been like, we're in this random marriage, like we're at a wedding. How did we get to
Where
this?
did these children come from, Randee?
I've been like,
I swiped right.
We usually have right. We usually have Randee on in the summer, but she no longer lives in the United States
Her
of
husband
America.
said no.
She lives in Nigeria now with her 2 kids.
Well,
shout out to Nigeria. I'm sorry.
Could have been an Olympian. Could have been.
Could have been an African bride.
African bride.
You're right. Lord.
But you know what? Because you know how I said I don't really watch that many because you know I always tell you, I hate watching people flirt.
I love it.
It is such secondhand embarrassment for me. So that's why I can't watch like any of those dating shows. But I do like to watch Love Is Blind. But my favorite part of Love Is Blind is when they get beyond the dating part, like when they're married and they're like doing all like the extra. That's the part.
Okay.
The dating pods, I'm always like, ugh.
I can see that.
Like,
so, like, you're not love during walk up, you like love after.
Yes, I
walk
want to
up.
see like the real life. I don't want to see the flirting because everyone sounds so dumb when they're flirting.
Yeah.
Everyone sounds so cringe. I sound cringy. I just
and I was like,
flirting is-
I think like sometimes when I tell y'all stuff about dating and stuff, and I'm like, they don't even know. Like, I'm bad. I'm horrible at flirting. Like, I like kind of just get goofy and quiet, and then I'm like, ugh, like my inner like cringe, and I'm like, ugh, especially if I
would
you,
say
I'm
the
like,
most inappropriate stuff.
So, but my old roommate Caitlin, like, she's probably seen me flirt more than anybody, and she's like, when you're drunk, though, she's like, you're so confident. She's like, you can you can suck them in with your eyes. And then like make eye contact. And she's like, you get to the point, and she's like, when you realize what's not working out, you just move on to the next. She's like, you're great. She's like, when you're sober, she's like, girl. She's like, you just kind of like, you're more like, you're trying to be. Like she's just like, you're trying to get to know them more, but she's like, it's just. It's a little bit more awkward, I guess. Like, it's like
I would have loved to have heard that actual conversation.
But yeah, like I'm just not. And like I know exactly what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like there's times where I'm like, oh, he's cute, but I'm just gonna sit here because I'm sober and I'm gonna ruin it.
I don't know. Sometimes the cringe stuff I laugh at. Like I'm in some group. It's like dating profiles that are cringe or whatever. And then one of them was like. I will warn you that I'm still in a relationship with my sophomore girlfriend, Jessica. She still has my copy of Under the Table and Dreaming. Jessica, if you're there, baby, I love you. Yeah. But, like, that's funny.
Right,
that's hilarious.
Right. Oh, yeah. Like, my profiles, like, I've gotten to a point where there are games on my phone at this point. I'm not taking anything seriously at this point because I told you all this crap that I'm doing.
Right.
So my profile is
just
it's like has stuff like cow farts come from the derriere. I can read. Y'all want me to read my profile?
Sure, yes.
Real quick?
No. That's what yours says.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I can see dating. I don't think I would like because as we've established, I'm not a tech. After a while, texting annoys me. And
I think that's
and then you text back, and then it's not like, and then you'll just be like, okay, like you want to meet for coffee or something, and then they just stop talking to you.
Yeah, that would annoy me.
I'm like, no,
come
on. Okay. My profile. Hello, motherfucker. Hey, hi. How you doing? A fart is a ghost from what you ate earlier. Cow farts come from the derriere. Did you know that the chicken crossing the road is a suicide joke? What the fuck? What you want? I probably don't have it. What you need? I don't think I got it. All I'm asking for is a good dad joke. Aretha Franklin singing voice. I don't know what this means, but I love it. Is this weird? Probably, but I don't care. That's what it's gotten to. Like, it's like, I don't care.
I mean,
some dudes, but if you get to a point where you're going to talk to me over that, then I'm like, all right. You might be.
Right.
Because
I think
we
mine
are
would,
pretty goofy people. So.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, mine wouldn't be like, I like long walks on the beach. Like, bitch, you live in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Right.
Like, where you walking? You gotta drive 8 hours to get to the beach.
Like, you're just trying to get me to take you to the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
All right, well, if you guys know anyone that's single,
yeah, you just
heard.
Single. You heard a profile here. That sounds good to you.
The pictures are cute.
If you like what you're hearing,
pictures are cute. Profile.
Oh, goodness. All right. We're getting towards the end. We have our triple dipper.
Yes, our favorite part of the show.
Because Randee's here, our triple dipper this week is going to be our top 3 favorite siblings.
Yay.
I'm excited. Does anybody have any honorable mentions?
I do.
Okay.
I don't have
any.
a lot.
I have
She
a
wrote
lot.
down like the whole damn
I kept
Every
finding
sibling.
every
more.
sibling in the world. She's like, that's my favorite.
Last time we didn't have any doubles. I think she was worried she was gonna have a double.
Last time we did get favorite guest spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then y'all need to go back and look at that because I spent my time and took every clip that we talked about and put it on our Instagram.
Oh.
And I got like 3 likes. It
Oh,
took
really?
hours
Oh, I'm sorry,
getting all those
sis.
clips. So
I will go.
go check it out.
Are you gonna do, or do you want to let Randee go last? Or do you want to do your
I have
honorable
like
mentions?
I could have
Do your honorable mentions.
okay honorable mentions, and just because I was a Disney Channel kid, Cole and Dylan Sprouse,
Mm-hmm.
Cuties.
and the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
And special shout out because I went to the Jonas Brothers in Houston with my friend Tate and his wife,
Mm-hmm.
and because they had the extra ticket, they're like, "I want to go see the Joe Bros." And
I
I
know,
had
we were like, dang, that sounds fun.
the best time. Their concert was lit, and I was
Yay.
like, and so ever since then, I have like the Joe Brothers have been like on my playlist
For sure.
Yeah.
and everything.
For
So
sure,
I'm
yeah.
like, I always, I was always just like, okay, Nick's cute, Joe's cute, Kevin's cute, and I have much respect for Kevin. I feel like because I feel like he gets the like no one cares,
Right,
but I'm
right.
like, he has a beautiful family, and his wife stepped beside him. They were like, because they, Jonas Brothers and all
Right,
those
right,
girls
yeah,
were like, no, and she was like, she's still there.
Right?
You heard it there?
Yes, those are probably my
Okay.
honorable mentions.
Are those your honorable mentions? Oh, I thought you had a lot more. Well, then is your triple dipper just 3? You still showed
Yes.
a bunch of names.
I do.
I think
Okay.
she's gonna choose as she goes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I have like my
older
top.
sistering her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, it's just like I didn't know.
I don't want to go through the whole thing.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, what's your honorable mention?
My honorable mentions are, of course, Venus and Serena. For some reason, I like Serena a little bit more. I feel like me and Venus wouldn't get along. She seems cool, and I admire her as what she's done, but I just
A little too serious.
Something about her.
Yeah.
I don't think that we would get
feel,
along.
I feel what you're saying.
Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen, of course. And I don't know, like, if we're supposed to just do 2, but I just went ahead and put these 2 people in there. The Wayans brother, or the Wayans family, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And then, also, I love Lorenz Tate, but Lorenz Tate has 2 other brothers that are actors, and it's Lorenz Tate, Lamont Tate, and LaRon Tate. And they all kind of, if you saw them, you'd be like, oh, I've seen them. And they're all cute, and I just think Lorenz Tate is, holla at me, Lorenz.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Like, still, to this day.
She married.
Oh, that's right.
Oh. I mean, for Lorenz Tate.
Yeah, we can talk. But I think he's married. Good for him.
If it happens.
Yeah. I was this close.
I didn't do any honorable mentions because I was afraid like we were gonna have doubles.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, my number 3 is, as a true Dallasite, Luke and Owen Wilson.
Oh, that's a good one.
You can put either one of them or both of them in something, and I'm gonna love it.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
Owen, wow.
And there's another one, right? There's 3 of them.
There is a third, but I don't think
He's not famous.
I think he was in Bottle Rocket, maybe, like when they first got started. But it's mainly Luke and Owen.
Yeah.
But they went to Highland Park in Dallas, Texas.
I do like those guys.
Yeah, like
And they look nothing alike. Like, what the hell?
nothing at all.
I feel like I can see it.
You see it?
I can
Okay,
see the
everybody look.
sibling.
I don't see it. I'd be like, what?
No, I can see
I was
it.
shocked at first.
Alright.
Well, because Owen has that like flatter.
Yeah.
I mean, he
nose.
does. I mean, Ramel has an extra muscle on her nose, but we still look alike. Lovey has it too.
Yeah. The bone, is it bone? Is different.
I don't.
And
It's
their
not really like the face
complexions,
shape. It's
too.
like there's just like little features that
Yeah.
I can feel like
I can
it's
see that they're
features.
very.
It's not like oh yeah.
But they're so
it's like-
funny, like their
Yeah,
dry
they are.
humor.
Yeah.
But Old School is gonna be one of my favorite movies of all
Forever.
times, forever and ever.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you got Will Ferrell, you got Snoop Dogg, you got what's his name? He's so cute.
I feel like I quote old school a lot.
Yeah.
And then all my students just look at me stupid, and I'm just like...
We were watching on DVD 20,000 times.
Right.
Sorry, y'all. That was hilarious.
And a good Owen Wilson, one of my favorite that I feel like doesn't get enough love is, or maybe I haven't seen it in a while, is Wedding Crashers. I freaking love Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, that was good.
What is his name that's in it with him?
Who?
Wedding
Vaughn?
Crashers. Vince Vaughn, yes.
Vince
Vaughn in Old School.
Girl, Vince Vaughn was a time. That was a period. Because now sometimes you see him and you're like,
okay.
need to drink some water or something. Maybe get back to the gym.
Right.
When he was
can
in
still
Swingers, oh my gosh.
When there was a time, there was a Vince Vaughn time.
Oh yeah.
Where you were like, okay, that little sarcasm and that little kind of like jerky humor. Hey.
Yeah, he could have definitely talked me into some dumb stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And it would have
And
been
he was
great.
tall.
Yeah, he wasn't tall.
Yes. Where he had Jennifer Aniston in the breakup, so that says a lot.
To be
But,
tall.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm tall, so I would love
you are tall.
Just be.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'7".
I'm 5'6".
That's tall. I think it was above tall.
Because you're 5'2", right?
I'm 5'3".
Sorry, 5'3". All right, who's going next?
Go ahead, Randee.
The Wilson brothers. That's number 3.
The Olsen sisters.
Oh,
Because I grew up with all like
That's weird.
No, because I grew up with all like Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen and stuff, and now with the Olsen sister and the MC.
Yeah.
Marvel
Okay.
universe.
See, I like her. I like her.
Yes, but remember I had all the little tapes that was like.
Did you have all the
I
weird
did.
tapes? Oh my God.
Brother for sale,
25
That was lit. I had all the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen stuff. So, and then you put the older one, and I was like, all right, I grew out of them, and then now they're sisters. And
I do
shit.
like Elizabeth.
So
Is that
I'm
Elizabeth?
like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, I gotta give the Olsen sisters.
The Mary Kate actually just looks so po now. Like, baby.
I mean,
yeah, they don't look like joyful.
Yeah.
I think there's like the last picture I saw of her, like one of them had a glass of wine and a machete, and like
You're like,
and I was
I
like,
know,
okay.
but they like dress. They dress. What is her name? Elizabeth for like one of like the red carpet stuff. And I just remember like there's a picture and she's wearing like the dress that they designed, and they're both just like. They're just like looking at her like, and I'm like, okay.
So proud
They're
of
like,
your
we're
sister.
done. We're out of this
She's an
Hollywood
excellent
stuff.
actress, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I was an OG Mary Kate. Loved them. Mary Kate and Ashley Ocean loved them, and then now it's just like a whole new. So.
I dig it.
If I was in my would have married Kate and Ashley.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Did I say it right?
I don't know.
It sounded weird. If I was him, I'd like to. Was Gucci my nigga? Was my I don't know. Anyway. I was trying to sing the whole thing, but I couldn't get there.
To get it. No.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, my number 3. I think that Leslie might have this on hers, but sorry, I had to go first. My number 3 is Joan and Jane Cusack, baby, because they are amazing.
Yeah.
Love
Apparently
both of
there's a
them.
third Cusack too.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sorry to the third Cusack, because your brother and sister are awesome.
I think that they just were in stuff like in the early 80s
Oh,
and didn't
okay.
like go through.
Because those
I love
they're
John and Joan
yes,
Cusack.
right? They're so talented.
Nobody looks cooler than John Cusack holding a landline phone, like walking around with a cigarette, talking like, he looks so cool.
Right.
And then you've got Joan and
Hilarious.
perhaps one of the most iconic roles in art to us. If you ask us,
Debbie!
Debbie as Deborah in Adam's Family Values, like
a Malibu Barbie. You're amazing.
I love those.
Right.
I might
Yes.
watch one today.
And then her and Shameless, like they're both just,
she's
they're
so
great.
yeah.
They're great actors.
There's
so talented.
one, I think it's a Gross Point Blank, and John Cusack says something, she goes, shocking! I am shocked! No, it's not Gross Point Blank, it's High Fidelity.
Oh, okay. And they're both so like, I still feel like they're really real. They're not all like Hollywood and like Botoxy and plasticky. I feel like they're just like
They've been
talented.
around since
They've
like
been
John
around
Hughes
a lot.
days.
Yeah.
Right. They're talented, normal, good-looking people that
Maybe a little
just-
weird, because you've been in
That's
Hollywood all
fine,
this
yeah.
time.
But they're just not. I don't know. You don't really hear about them in the scene. I feel like they just like do their job and act funny, and then they're like, "All right, I'm gonna go home now."
Yeah.
I don't know. They're
Mind
cool.
their little business.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to hang out with them.
I would definitely. I would like to listen to music with John Cusack.
Right. So
Like records.
right.
That
So
would be
yeah, that's my
fun.
number 3.
Nice. All right, I guess my number 2, I'm sure one of y'all is going to have this, the Jacksons.
Yes.
I mean,
all of the
Jacksons. We grew up with the Jackson 5.
Right.
And then Michael Jackson, and then Janet Jackson, LaToya, up there with Miss Cleo. I mean, we knew all of them. Making fun of Tito. All of them. Like Jermaine up in here. I mean, we know all of them.
Right.
We've seen Michael. We've seen Janet. So that would have been a time to see the whole Jacksons. The Jackson 5.
Right.
Together.
That would have been a time.
I think
Did that like mom or dad?
I think mom and her. I think there's. I can see a picture of them, and it has them all just about to go see Jackson 5.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love how supportive your mom is, because she's always like, that was the Korean word. That was this name.
Yeah. I'm
They sang this band.
Yeah,
sang this
correction.
song.
We talked about MASH last week, and we thought it was Vietnam War, but my mom said it was Korean War, and we were like, oh,
Yeah.
that's how little we cared about
Didn't even
MASH. We didn't even
make
know
it past the theme song.
which war it was about.
Yeah.
And we were like, I guess that was a little bit better of a war.
Yeah. The happier times.
We were like, Vietnam is not funny.
Why?
I'm like, is it any more funny?
Koreans are like, really, bitch? Sorry. Korean War is terrible.
All of them are.
All right.
All right, what's number 2?
All right, I guess I'm keeping it in the twins theme and doing Tia, Tamara, and Taj.
Ooh.
Good one, Randee.
And I love me some Taj.
Taj is fine.
He's so cute.
Yes. He grew up and you were like, hey.
Yeah.
And Tia's University, cool.
Yeah.
They do seem cool.
Like we can
I
chill.
can't remember. One of them seems a little more chill than the other. One of them's TikTok game is like on point, hilarious.
I think she's the one that's not on the talk show.
I don't know.
And she just got a divorce too, so I think she's just like in her I'm
Right.
living my best life.
Yeah, I feel like I know the goings on in each of their lives, but
But
I don't know which is which.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, this one has the divorce, and the one
Right.
married to the white guy, right? They're still married.
They're still married.
and that's the one that's
On the talk,
yeah,
the whatever.
yeah, on the talk show.
Yeah.
And then there's one that got divorced and she's living her best life. She's married to a black dude. That's. But I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Sorry. I'm like, sorry about that. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, my second, of course, matches Leslie, Michael and Janet.
Hey.
Stop pressuring me. Just stop pressuring me. Stop pressuring me. Makes me wanna sing.
Remember when we like taped the video and we learned to
We
dance?
learned that, yes.
We learned to dance.
Oh, y'all like got it all in the video? And the
like
camera and stuff
learn-
like that? I
like-
don't remember that video.
That video was awesome.
No.
Yeah. I couldn't do it anymore because we had to like go on our knees.
Yeah, you have to go on your knees. Yeah.
My knees would be like, what the hell?
I did a workout the other day and they were like, grab a pillow, you're gonna need it. And I was like, oh, fun. And then they had you going down on your knees and then back up. And I was like,
Oh yeah. Like I have like
not this girl.
like I think Rebel knew this, but I don't think she realized because until when we went to Kansas City, like I have arthritis in both knees and stuff, so I'm like old lady, and I had to sleep on one of the grandmother's couches, and I woke up and I was like, oh my back, my knees, and then I was like all slow, and I was like, what's happening? I was like, I have my arthritis, my knees, the couch, and I couldn't. I was like, I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna take some Advil,
Girl.
and I'm gonna walk around for 10
like,
minutes.
Oh my.
10 minutes and I'll be good. And grandmother was like, oh yeah, she'll walk around. Like grandmother even was like, she'll be
She's
fine.
like,
I was like, once I walk around
Them
for 10
stiff
minutes.
knees.
Yes. She was like, oh, my old little sister. I was like, I've been telling you, knew this information. I guess.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, Michael and Jenna, I think, is a good one.
Yeah.
I think that they definitely give each other, like, give the same vibes, like, during interviews and stuff. It's really funny. I love that one of Michael Jackson where he's like, I don't like touring. And they're like, but just say that you like it. He's like, fine, but just so you know. And then they're like, 3, 2, 1. I love to tour. They all laugh at it.
Yes, I do remember. I love the old shady Michael. There's nothing better.
Janet's a little bit like that too. She was in an interview and they were like, well, what kind of questions do you want to be asked?
Yes.
And she's like, I don't want to be asked
Yeah.
any questions.
It's like none.
I just want to listen. I'm shy. I just want to sit here and listen. And they always talk about how shy Janet Jackson was.
Like, just let her be. She said she didn't want to talk.
She's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
She is.
follow this guy on TikTok, and his whole thing is, can you name this 80s, 90s, or 2000 songs by just hearing one note? And so he starts a song, and you just hear one note. And the other day, he played it, and it goes, ding, and I was like, oh, that's Janet Jackson. I knew it immediately, and I was like, oh, and then I went and listened, and sure enough, I was right.
I like to play that game.
I don't know if I can do it.
No, one knows me, but I like to play and see.
It was fun. I'll send you the link.
I couldn't win if it. I would be great at music trivia if it was like sing the lyric. Like you give me the tune and I could sing. I could do that. But if I have to name the artist and the song name, I wouldn't. I couldn't get it.
Oh yeah, I think I'm samesies. I would be good at like the song. Yeah. And like knowing the song, but like.
Who sang it?
50-50 on who sings it and the title.
I'm good at that stuff, but I'm terrible at lyrics.
Yeah, no, I could sing it. I'd be like, oh yeah, this. I could sing
I
the
could sing
whole
it.
song.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't tell you songs.
Because sometimes songs be having crazy names. Like the song will be like, the chorus will be like, "Love will never do without you," and then the title's like "Fame and Fortune." And you're like, what the fuck? How the fuck? Why is that title "Fame and Fortune"? Like because I was inspired and I was famous and I had fortune.
Yeah, wait till Dave Matthews Band has songs number 41.
Right, and you're like, I need the song to be the chorus.
But we all know. And they're like, Dave, why is it called number 41? Because it's the 41st song I wrote. That's why. That is why.
Yeah, simple. I'm trying to be cute with these titles. Right. Keep simple.
All right, are we ready for our number one?
Yeah, ready.
Yes.
My number one is John and Joan Cusack.
Yay!
I love them. They're so cute and funny. Do you know what others? I should have put them as an honorable mention. But other siblings I like is the Arquettes. Like Patricia and David and there's Rosanna. There's like 4 or 5 of them.
You're right. They good.
The Arquettes are good. So y'all made it an honorable mention since we doubled up a little bit.
Yes.
So that's my number one.
Like it. Love it.
All right, what's yours, Randee?
Okay, Charlie and Eddie Murphy.
Ooh, good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Man,
Like
that's
it.
Charlie.
Yeah, I'm
like Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. Charlie hilarious.
Oh, he was.
Yes.
Yes.
Just the way he talks and he like delivers.
Yes.
He's one of the people who you're like, I wasn't listening to you. I was
just like I
the
just
way
wanted
you
like
said it.
I could just sit and be like, I'm just gonna sit here and just listen to him tell stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
and
sure.
I'd be like,
Yeah, can you imagine being at the Murphys family gathering?
Right.
You'd be rolling.
I was
Right.
I need some new pants.
Right.
The
Murphys and the Wayans, like you.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah, for sure. Oh, that's a good one, Randee.
Good one. Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah. Well, do I really even say my number one?
No.
No.
Man. That's why I didn't even choose it.
Everybody. I tried not to, but I was like, how can I not?
Well, we specifically didn't.
Yeah.
And then, what are they not going to be on the list?
Right. But then so I was like, well, they just not. And I'm like, if they're going to be on the list, it'd be number one. So.
Yeah. Tell us if y'all know. If
Well,
you know.
I don't know if y'all know these people. They're kind of low key, a little low key. Don't even have to heard about us. Don't even have to ask you heard about us. Beyonce knows.
Yes.
And Solange knows.
Obviously. Solange does a song on Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh, yeah?
She's super cute. Her hair's all short. She's got this Betty
The
Rubble
thing
outfit
I love
going
about
on.
Solange is gorgeous anyway, very naturally. Like she can be like, I cut off my hair, I busted off last night, and you're like, how do you look gorgeous? Like
She's real eccentric to me, like Erykah Badu a little bit.
Yes,
but maybe
She
not
is,
as eccentric. But
I saw. Do y'all remember when she got married to? His last name is Ferguson, Alan Ferguson or something like that. He's a light
when they were in the street,
and they were in that. They had that beautiful wedding in Louisiana and New Orleans, and it was in Vogue magazine. They have since, but that was so beautiful and so cool and very Solange like. I liked her album, the Don't Touch My Hair. Don't touch my hair.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah,
it's a really good album. And of course, I've loved all of Beyonce's albums.
right?
All of
them.
them.
I didn't even put I just wrote it down. I wrote them down, and I was like, oh.
I'll let Ramel have this one.
I don't know why I'm.
Like I said, I was trying to be cool, and she always ends up on my list, so I don't want to be redundant. But I'm like, if she's gonna be on the list, she's gonna be on the list, and y'all just need to know that
that's the way that it is. That's just the way that it is. If the Triple Dipper is the top 3 favorite people from South Africa. You know who my number 1 is going to be.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Don't pour over me.
Well, you know how many times I went and looked at that TikTok after y'all's podcast? I was like, and then I was mad too, because I've seen it over the summer, and I went to like watch it on like Netflix or something, and the day that I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it, and they took it off, and I was so mad. I was like, I just wanted to watch that part.
Yeah, that's a good movie. That's a I'm like,
stuff.
yeah, good stuff. Good comedy. I don't understand why people don't. I mean, comedies to me are just, they're like your escape into your world. Like, why do I want? Like, I have to hype myself up to watch like a serious movie.
Yeah.
You have to be like, all right,
in the mood.
come on. But a comedy, I'm like, put that sucker in.
Yeah.
Put it in.
Let's have some laughs.
It's like with serious stuff, and then you gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
Then the next episode won't make sense. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Just put one of those comedies on, like, put a comedy on, so I don't have to.
That's right. But like, and they're so like. I still think it's very smart, and I love it when like you have like when you watch something several times and then you see like, oh my god, I never noticed it. She said it like this, or like.
You know what I do that show? Modern Family. I do that a lot with Modern Family.
Modern
I'm like,
Family is such good, right? It's so.
I'm like, oh.
Circular.
Yeah.
Even the kids on Modern Family. I'm like, that comedic timing is.
It's amazing.
Legit.
I've never really watched it. I'll have to check
It's
it out.
the writing on it is
So,
really good.
what is the gay couple's daughter?
Lily.
And then when Joe and Sophia have Joe, well, when Joe gets old enough to talk, y'all need to go watch. Joe is Joe and Lily are like the best kid actors in their comedic timing. It's great.
Yeah. Cam and they're all. Remember the episode? I think me and you watched it together when Cam got mad at what's Cam's because they did remember when the flash dancing was a phase?
Oh yes.
And then
so Cam was like, he's very like very eccentric. So Jesse Tyler Ferguson, what is his character?
What is the redhead?
Yes.
I cannot think of his
But
name.
he's very uptight, and so he was trying to get trying to be like more or less uptight. So he did a flash mob. So like the whole time Cam's like like
he wanted
to be a part of it.
That would be me.
He wanted to be a part of it, like so, and he was just kind of like. He was like, I thought you'd be proud of me, and he was like, I wanted to be in it. Like, he's trying to like do moves.
They're all dancing, and like he's on there, and he's like trying to be cool, like, oh, this is nice, but then he's like, and it is like so. Remember me and Randee watched it, we died.
I was like, we would both react the same way. We're like, you just did this without me,
like I want to be
my feelings would be hurt.
Don't pour over
Don't
me.
be over me.
I want to be in the show. The hell?
I know that when you offered to babysit, I'm like, so you're gonna take Quincy and go have fun without me? That's not awful.
I'm like, girl, you need to.
I need a break.
Yes,
but.
nice.
Well, this was super fun.
Yes,
Thanks for joining us, Ree.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yay! Thanks for telling us you're dating. I'm gonna keep praying for you. She said I was so surprised when she said she was ready for a relationship. I was like, really? But then she's like, girl, it's been a long time. And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
okay, my bad. All right.
About, I think like 8 years since
Yeah.
I've been divorced.
I didn't know that. And I was like, oh, sorry.
Okay. She was like, no, you're not. And I was like, it's like 8 or 9 years since I've been divorced.
That's pretty crazy.
And I was like, girl, it's been this long. She's like, oh.
I thought you're the best man. I thought he fell in love with me the night of the.
He fell in love with everybody. He fell in love with Terry too. And he fell in love.
That guy ended up being a wackadoo, didn't he?
I'm not surprised.
I don't know.
Or he did some shady
he's
stuff.
Just crazy.
Thought he ended up doing some shady stuff.
No, he's just weird.
Well,
He's just weird.
coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I mean,
Missed opportunities all
you
around.
cocked the bouquet at my wedding, though. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
And then got cut off.
I did get cut off. And then I asked your friends, I'm like, they told me I couldn't have any more wine, but I'm just going to go get me some water and you get the wine. And Terry was like, got you, girl.
Yeah, like everyone's like, hey, like no one.
Sounds good.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Remember, y'all drove me home and everything. I got stuck in my little onesie that night. I had my arm stuck like this with a cigarette and a lighter through my onesie, and half of it was off, and I just fell asleep that way.
That jump was cute.
I was freshly single.
Yeah.
That was.
And I didn't even know because I couldn't drink. I was pregnant.
Yeah, you were
And I
pregnant.
didn't even know. I just remember being like, let's eat such a good time. I didn't even know that she was drunk until later on they told me. And
I
was
probably
like,
have not been that drunk
She
since.
was drunk? I was like, I thought that was my friend.
After they cut me off, I wedding walked to the water table with
And
my
I remember
both
that,
Yeah.
but I remember thinking that the bartenders were crazy. I was like, those crazy bartenders.
You're in the wrong.
Cutting off my friend.
Like, everybody was like, what is the best part about your marriage? And I would always say my wedding, because so much happened.
That was a fun wedding.
That's the first time I met Caitlin.
Really?
Yeah. Because Jeremy and them they were like, can we bring this girl? And I was like, yeah. And so that's the first time I met my roommate Caitlin. Kira and her husband
Yes,
met,
they met.
at my wedding, and that's another Jeremy. And then we're like, can we bring Derek too? Because I had 150 people, but only 30 people came. So I was like, invite people to eat this food.
Yeah, there was a lot of food. That
yeah,
was so
there is-
fun,
That
though.
was fun.
But I just
I
a
think
whole bunch
I'm-
of friendships and relationships happened
Right.
at that wedding that I was like, oh, mine didn't work out, but I'm glad that
Glad that it-
That's when
everybody
I
else-
realized that your friend is cousins with my first boyfriend.
Who?
Matt Janik was my first boyfriend, and your friend, what's his?
Graham?
Yes,
Graham,
is his cousin.
yes.
And he was like, I know you, and I was like, what?
Yes, because I think that's were you at Randee on?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because that's when Graham was like I feel like after the wedding or something, he was like, Ramel's your sister? Is that when it happened, or was it later that he picked it up?
I don't know.
Because I feel like
I don't remember.
there was a time where Graham was like,
Yeah,
she's
he
your
was.
sister?
Right,
And
yeah.
I was like, yes.
Yes. But yeah, that was a fun time. And I was worried. I had a blast and I was completely sober. But we had we danced. Because I remember, so Randee dated a white guy. And if there was any more separation of the crunk and the...
That was classic.
Right. We were like your typical... And even Randy's friends. Your white friends.
Yeah,
were cool.
I was on the right side of
The
this
white
one.
family, on the other hand, was not. But the Randy's black family and white friends, we was all like, this is the best time ever. We had a time.
Yeah,
We
I
danced
remember
and we're sweating.
Oh, yeah.
And
one of my friends' husbands came up to me and was like, I've never been to a black wedding and this was the greatest thing I've ever. And I was like, I'm glad, bro.
we had so much. And then when you would tell me his aunt and stuff would be like, turn this down.
Yeah,
now,
she was
immediately.
covering her ears and stuff, and then his mom was like, you can turn it down. I'm like, bitch, she's sitting right next to the speaker, first of all.
Wait,
So-
at the wedding?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like, ugh. And so I was like, all right. So I asked him to turn it down, and he turned it down, and then I went to the middle of the dance floor, and I went, and he turned it up higher than I was, and I was like,
Turn it to 11.
Yes.
and then his little cousin, who, she was a little bit
who
older than
loved
us.
us. Yes.
Yeah, and you get to they always kept her in, and she never. But when me and Ramel come over, she was like, oh, she
out with
was
all?
so crunk at the wedding.
I
She was
forgot
so
about
crunk at the
her.
wedding, and everybody was like, get it, and she's like, yeah.
Because you know what? Nothing will make you hyper than a group of black people.
If y'all are hyping us up,
Yes.
Oh, it
And
was
she was this cute little white girl who had never been hyped up before, and she was like,
let me tell you, as a white person, there is nothing better than getting hyped up by a group of black women.
right,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
I can do anything after that.
you're like, holy shit.
Look at her knees, God!
Right?
And then I'll be home the next day, oh,
Yes.
they got me too crunk.
Right.
Hurry up, we gotta wrap
sorry.
this up.
Sorry.
All right, well, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and watch us on YouTube.
Yes, follow your girl Ramel the Realtor on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You want to plug
And-
anything, sister?
If you see me on a dating app, if you swipe right, be appropriate, please.
Correct.
Yeah, no unsolicited
Correct.
anything.
And
All
have
right.
a job, like she said.
Yes.
And priorities. All right, see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Woo woo woo.